This was awkward. I don't know why, but lately my internet connection gets lost for a second and then I'm back, so that's why the stream just cut out. And now we're back, so let's see. Leave him her place belongings, examine, okay. And interrogate him as well. Alright, let's do this. Ooh.
These are the suspect's belongings.
This could be the boots from the place.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
They could fit, actually. Stained leather.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
Chemicals, okay. So we need to go to where to find chemicals. Ah, at
A
this
pen.
place.
Nothing unusual about it.
Right. We don't have to talk to him yet, because we still need to get to there first. Try to the footprints are the same, and afterwards. We need to take a look at the chemicals that we need. Right. Let's get back here. Footprints. These boots.
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Mm-hmm. Thought so. Okay. So what do we know? Footprints. Nope. 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 Ah. There it is. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Okay, let's talk to her first before we go and investigate him. Maybe she knows more than she lets us believe.
Who could do such a thing?
Nope, not yet. Okay. Let's get back to Baker Street first. Try to find the chemicals. Okay, where is chemicals? Ah, in his room, I think, wasn't it? Or was it here? Alright, recover Hurtley's letter.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Okay.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? Once more.
First condition, all 7
7
reagents should be used.
Okay.
Second condition. Third.
Okay, we need all 7. The last one should be a white one, a clear one. For that there is a yellow one. Okay. And the blue one is the third. The blue one, let's try this. Let's take an orange one. Use. Then let's take... The blue one should be the third. Let's take a clear one. No, after the blue should be 6. Okay, let's take the blue one. Now, I will need this one and this one. Let's take the green one. And then we will need to take another blue one. I think it was a mistake. The yellow one. And then the white one. Let's see if this one was correct.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Really? Okay, the last one was correct. So let's do... There could be a blue one at the end. Alright, let's take the yellow one.
First condition. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent.
Okay, we used this one. Let's use this one. Let's take the blue one next. Nah, reset. I have another idea. Let's start with the blue one. Why not? And let's take the green one. Then we can take the colorless one. Where was I? Damn it. Green, blue, colorless. Nah, that's wrong again. Let's start with the blue one. Why not? Let's stick with it this. Blue. In between those, there shouldn't be... Okay, green. White. Yellow. White. Blue. Wait. Get back. Yellow and then blue.
No, something isn't right.
What?
I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
First was correct, but the end was wrong? Why? Let's see. What does it mean? Where was my mistake? Wait. Start with blue. It's the only way I can do it. Now this one. And this one.
No, something isn't right.
Now
I
is
need to
everything wrong?
start the reaction from the beginning again.
I don't get it. I have to use all 7. After the blue one there are 2 somethings and then orange. And after the orange there has to be a white one. So if I put a blue one, I have to put in a green one and a white one. And then this one, and then this one, and then there's only blue and this one left. I don't get it.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent.
Oh, I think I have an idea. So first the both blue ones. Then a green. A white, both yellows, and a white. Wait. No. Let's try it like this first. I use 2 blues. Then this one.
No.
Already no? Okay. Good to know. That's not working. So when I use 2 blues, I still have to use. Okay. Let's try this again. This can take a while. So it seems like okay, this one of the person. So one of this. Then this. Just for the filler. Then we have to take in one of
No, something isn't right.
Why?
I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Why isn't it right? I don't get it. Something is missing. Some information is missing from me.
I need to prepare a chemical...
Okay. Let's try and think again. If I use a blue one, I will need one white one for... It has to be that way. Blue. Green. White. Then a yellow one. And a white one. And there's only 2 left. And another yellow one. And then the blue one. Hopefully that's right. Don't tell me no.
No, something
Why?
isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Why was the last one incorrect? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's try another way. I think it's wrong already, but let's see. And he will say no. Come on, say no. He didn't. Okay. Don't tell me that's right. It
Done.
is.
Now I can proceed further.
Okay.
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Right. Let's start up here.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable from which you... Okay. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Then let's go to Scotland Yard and ask him. Is there anything new? Prince Liam Hurtley's letters. I think it doesn't fit to any of those. No, of course not. Something else is missing. Okay. Let's continue. Let's talk to Liam. No, wrong button. He's not here. Oh. Oh.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Is it?
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Let's take a look at him first. Hey, there's a scar. There's one. Handkerchief with crested tit. Okay. Plant remains. Yeah, he looks like a gardener to me. Gardener's hats, yeah. I thought so. He's the gardener.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Liar. Huh? Once again, select the correct answer.
Tell me,
I don't see
Mr.
any
Hurtley,
answers.
what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
You're the gardener, for God's sake. What answer? I just pressed down and...
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Why don't I see it? Why don't I see an answer?
Never mind.
What?
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember.
Doesn't make any sense.
What would I be doing there anyway?
Third option is also incorrect. Okay.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to
It's just a
explain
trial
it?
and error.
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
So what do I feel?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Okay.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Not again. Try and error. I don't see any answers. Guys, could you help me?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I don't see any answers. I just pressed down
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley,
once, then twice, and
what
third,
did you
and
hide?
fourth time.
Hide? What are you talking about?
2, 3. Also incorrect. I'm not sure. I don't see any answers. I don't know if it's
So
a
tell
bug.
me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Ah! Okay, I have to press square to see the answers, and then I can
So
choose
tell
from
me,
them.
Mr. Hurtley,
Okay.
What-
Hide? What are you talking about?
Hurtley's letter. Rings engraving. Nope. Okay, now I have just to find the right answer.
Hide? What are you talking about?
What?
So
Hide?
It's
What are you talking about?
Come on. It has to be Hurtley's letter. Yes.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Alright, let's do this. It's not that easy. Okay, I know what's next. Need to find the tools, then connect them to him, to his letter. And hopefully I will find something new. Tools. Here are tools. Are those the tools we are... No, it's not tools. I'm pretty sure it's inside here. Something's inside there.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in.
Alright, tools. Where? Let's talk to Madame.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Why are you still lying to me?
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Alright.
Thank you, madam.
There. Didn't you say right behind you? Isn't this a... Ah, this one. Okay. Never mind.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Okay, let's take a look around. Shed's floor. Ah, wooden planks. Yeah. This one is crooked. Found it. That's the box we were looking at. That we were looking for.
Let us see what is in this box.
It's another puzzle. Okay. Rotate the locked cylinders to form a complete line. Please note that some lines are deceptive. Okay. Okay. Interesting. What? Still not getting it. Need to connect those lines in a way. Okay. Okay. To my mind, it's connected now. Ah! Okay. Let's take a look at
A
the
bundle
letters.
of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Okay. Liam, my dear, you have been so good to me all the time that I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bound by God. It is his divine will, and thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He makes my life a living hell, but bruises fate, and you must not worry for me. Well, there is a motive. He killed her husband to be with her. Am I right, Mrs. Hurtley? Mrs. Carey?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Her hands are a little bit red. Maybe she killed her own husband. Wait, got another clue. confession. Missing tin box? Nope. Carrie's letter. Alright. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who... I knew this. No, this one is new. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately that his jealousy could have provoked him into committing murder. Yeah, that's correct. This could be... Okay, ooh, what do we have here? Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. I knew that already. And this one is still not sure which one. Ooh! Hurtley is guilty. Oh, okay. He's been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law in its rigor. Liam Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. His murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law for what he has done. I'm really sure it's not all. Let's get back to Baker Street. I'm pretty sure that's not all. I think there's another motive. Oh, what's now? What now? Oh! It has been confirmed that Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and even fell in love, but it didn't go beyond the affectionate but harmless letters and words. Desperate jealousy, Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so much that his jealousy could have provoked him to committing murder. Alright, so it depends on what I choose and what I find out. There is an... Ooh! Liam Hurtley's relation with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing. The fact that he worked as a gardener. Wow, this is really... There are a lot of different ways I could put them together, and there's something missing. Let's see. I think I need all the clues. And then I have to combine those, and I have to find out if he really did it because he loved her, or if it's because of another...
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Okay.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Harpooner.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Yeah, definitely. We have to talk to him as well.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometime later.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Oh, God. Okay.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
What are guineas? Find the clue of the sea completed, okay. Another clue. Check Patrick Cairns. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven. Sure.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
I thought so. No, we have to change. There's a open. Where the sailor? Morning sailor. Makeup table. Let's take this one. Nah, no glasses, facial hair. This could, wow, it could be, look like a sailor. This one, 5. It's not bad. Let's take this. Alright.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Let's go to the Sea Witch pub. It's just the door. Okay. Arm wrestling? No. Drinking and arm wrestling, so it should be a guy at the bar. Oh, there he is.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
I've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Okay.
Suits me.
What do we have to do? Follow Patrick Cairns' facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, idle, and plan your counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. Could you just tell me beforehand what I have to press? X to push, hold. Okay. Ah, okay. Yes! Come on. Done. Nice.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Really? Let's take a look at them first. The earring, yeah, it's the first clue. Gold earring. Something here? It's nothing. Two very cheap clothes, okay. Strong hands. Yeah, he could definitely kill this guy. Yellow nails. He's a smoker, definitely. And a tattoo. Sailor's tattoo. Alright.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Let's see how often I have to or can do this. Alright. easier the second time.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Okay.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumours about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
What's that?
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she had foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Okay.
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
Alright. Let's take a look. Heavy smoke and advise everything is. Yeah, I thought so. What do we have here? Plant the pouch into Khan's pocket and determine if the pouch is his. How am I supposed to do that?
Here it is.
Okay.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name.
Yeah, of
He
course.
commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Okay. Where do we get from here? His pouch and himself, okay. What's new? Pouch proof his guilt. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder and thus proved his guilty. It's not really a proof. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, but doesn't necessarily prove that he is the murderer. I don't think it was a lucky throw. I think it was a feat of strength. This one go over there. I think he's innocent. Yeah, I think so. Harmless flirting. Desperate jealous. Okay, this would change a lot. Let's try this one. Ooh! Red color highlights logical conflicts between dedications. What? Couldn't read that fast. Yeah, it's a conflict, of course. Yeah, then he wouldn't be innocent, then it would be a motive. Yeah, sure. He has a motive. That's good. Maybe he hired him to kill her husband. Okay. Nah. Change? How can I change? Can't. Okay. Let's get back to Baker Street first. And then we have to go to Scotland Yard, I think, yeah. First time I don't have a clue what to do next. I'm not really sure. Oh! I'm looking normal again.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be you.
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Could be. Could be. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's talk to her again. Well, let's take another look inside here. I think there's nothing new. The body is already gone. Okay. Let's go to her. I think I missed something. Still crying.
Leave me alone, please.
Still? Okay, let's run back. Then I will have to go to Scotland Yard. It's the only place where I haven't been. So we know he was the gardener, the affair with the wife of the guy who just died. He died by a harpoon, and there was tobacco. And the harpoon was his, but the tobacco was from the other guy, from the pub. Let's see. There is something here.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected.
Oh, what? Okay. What do we see here? We have CPR. CPR. This one. 8532, yeah.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Okay. I'm not really convinced. Oh, here. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proved the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Not really. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. I think this one is right. Is there something missing? What am I missing? Is this still locked? No, it's open now. Ah, let's talk to Lestrade. This is office.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea?
I have an idea, but I'm not sure. Liam? Or Dr.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Okay. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. I don't think that he's capable of doing this. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of the murderer, either by physical or psychological description. Yeah, I think this one. Let's try and change this one. There should be something new. Ooh. This is not working out. I think it's just Helm is flirting. Cairns is guilty. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm not sure if this is all.
I'm not saying another word.
Damn it. Okay, now I have to decide. So we have 3 suspects. The one who was flirting with her. I think it was him. Let's do this. Patrick Cairns is a cold-blooded murderer. He has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey and must be punished. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. Patrick Cairns killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was in self-defense against an armed and irrational drunken sailor. I think it is number... Confirm me more. Yes. I think he's guilty, but it was self-defense. Let's see what happens. Because he's the only person who he had no business to be there. The other one wanted, the little guy wanted to get the bonds. The gardener, was in love with his wife. That's why he was there. And he's the only man who doesn't fit.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
The sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess.
Nice.
But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But
Nice.
what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Okay.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Haynes, a professional harpooner, the only one capable of executing such an accurate throw. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin, but the murder was in self-defense against an armed and furious drunken sailor. You have decided to absolve Patrick Haynes. No, I accept this one. Nice. You are about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral chance. Press yes if you agree with the choice. I agree with the choice. Sympathizing. Okay. Next. This is actually a fun game. You can find gameplay or interface instructions by pressing simultaneously. Okay. For the phrase and dialogue, yep, I know that.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Don't tell me it's Mycroft.
Mycroft.
I thought so.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Alright, so we finished our first case, and this is time for a break. So, thank you very much for watching. I will be online later, playing the other parts as well, the other cases. This was just a glimpse into the next one already. And, yeah, I hope I see you guys then. Till then, bye bye.